Currently, the goal is 400 USD a month. We are almost there. We're almost at 400 USD. We're at 379. And once we... And once we reach that goal, we can boost the prize pool. Right now, the goal is to actually allow this tournament, Sparkling Tuna Cup, to actually have an extended prize pool to pay out top 4. Currently, this event only pays out top 2. Only top 2 earn any money here in Sparkling Tuna Cup, but if we can reach that next goal, we can pay out top 4 as well. That's the hope. That is the dream. So we're so close, man. We're so close. After that, we have other stretch goals as well to, again, boost the prize pool even further. That is how the Patreon is set up. I believe after this current stretch goal, the next one is going to be for our amateur events for SDO and MSO to help boost those. And to actually get them on Wikipedia. But for now, we are getting into our semifinals. We have our best of 3. We have our TvT, and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of ley lines, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Terran player representing Team Vitality. It is Ryung. We go. Just catching up with the chat. And also, if you're in the chat, get your gambler going, because predictions are open. Place your bet on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck. Best of luck in the chat. As we're popping off. As ByuN will open up with a proxy 2-Rax. Let's go. The Raxes are on the way. Going for a proxy 2-Rax Reaper. Meanwhile, Ryung, double gas. Double gas open. A very safe play here by Ryung. If Ryung had gone for a Rax expand, Ryung would be in trouble. But double gas means faster factory, means delayed CC. It means faster Hellion. Means Ryung has the tools to defend. Not saying that this is a hard counter and Ryung wins, but I am saying that Ryung, he has the tools to deal with this, to come out ahead, and to shut ByuN down. It will still come down to the control, though. Comes down to the control, comes down to the micro. As here come those Reapers. Here we go. We go as we are going to be setting up, rallying in. There's that factory that we did mention. Again, with that factory comes a Hellion. Once a Hellion arrives, then then Ryung can hold. Until then, though, we'll see if ByuN can catch out the first Reaper. Again, if Ryung miscontrols, if he will lose that first Reaper, if he gets caught out, then that can just be game as well. True. Ryung, he scouts the standard location for a proxy. CC is on the way. And here comes ByuN. ByuN does dive in. Oh! Does lay the CC. Dives into the main. So far, Ryung, he does preserve that Reaper. He pulls away. And now here comes the second Reaper. Who gets a first shut off. Ryung holds. Whew. Ryung, he does hold on. The CC is going to be delayed. But, I mean, it could have been so much worse here. Oh, as actually he's going to be forcing a cancel. No shot. It's getting so low. Ah, there's the cancel. Nicely done. Yeah, ByuN, he forces a cancel. Back at home, he can now expand. We have the factory on the way. And ByuN is getting damage done here. So far, so good. Ryung now forced to expand on the high ground. Big delay here for Ryung. That was one of his big advantages. But soon, Ryung will gain map control. As his Hellions are amassing, and now going into Cyclone production as well. Okay. Going to Cyclones. Now, if Ryung had gone into like a second Hellion and had moved out across the map, then we could see like a skirmish here. But Ryung is being more defensive. He's waiting for the Cyclone instead. So Ryung is going to be stuck at home, and ByuN will maintain map control and expand. And fun fact, despite the proxy, despite how late the CC is, because of that cancellation, it means that ByuN CC is actually faster. It's on location, whereas Ryung has to float his own over instead, which will delay. So nice setup here from ByuN. Ryung is still recovering. Will eventually break out. Eventually. As ByuN rotates in, backs up. I mean, that's a lot of Reapers. That's how many? That's 6. 6 Reapers here for ByuN. Will threaten a dive. Doesn't quite commit. Ryung always distracted here by that Rax. Will bring it down. Will bring down that Rax. Likewise, breaking out across the map. ByuN loading up, going for a Reaper drop. Those are all the Reapers inside, by the way. Don't often see that. I mean, we don't even need to drop because we can just go up the Reaper cliff, but sure. I mean, it's fine. As the armies, they pass by each other. Uh-oh. There are Cyclones at home to defend. 2 Cyclones and a Viking. Reapers, they dive in. There's a tank back at home. Bio army as well. Boys are being pulled. Ryung, he will hold. At the same time, he's going for the natural. SCVs are exposed. They try to pull away. Massive tank shots. And tank boys going up. And ByuN is in trouble. Yeah, he has the high ground, but he will lose control of the natural. And just like that, Ryung takes an economic lead. Ryung is mining on 2 bases. ByuN is not. ByuN is stuck on a 1-base economy. 3rd CC's on the way. Very fast 3rd base out of our blue Terran. Reapers, they try to rotate, but they're being shut down. Yeah, they're being forced back. No 3rd CC yet here out of Ryung. Throwing down 2 more Raxes. His main army's forced back. He's forced to back up. Takes down the Cyclone. Nice pickup. ByuN will re-expand. But what's important here is that ByuN, he gets away with that 3rd CC. It's almost done. Which means even though ByuN is behind the worker count and is behind economically, he will soon be able to catch up. Ryung, he has yet to expand. Throwing down more Raxes. Now this will mean that Ryung has a larger army. Likewise, Ryung also has a stim timing available as well. Ooh. As the medevac does fall. And TvT has an interesting game state here as we're shutting down the Reapers. But there's an interesting kind of game state here where, sure, ByuN, he has the faster CC, but he shouldn't be able to expand. He shouldn't be able to maintain this 3rd base. Because of Ryung's advantage, once he realizes what's going on, he should be the first to move out, to push, and to deny the 3rd and contain ByuN on 2 bases. This should be the case, but we'll see. As ByuN is getting in position, setting up outside the base. Ryung getting his own 3rd on location. And the onus here is going to be on Ryung. As Stim is more than halfway done. There we go, he's moving out. He does have Intervention Matrix, so he can disable one of these tanks. As he's gathering energy as we speak. Does move out, going for a drop. Scans that time, he sees tanks, he sees the 3rd CC. And again, the role here for Ryung should be to deny that 3rd. Army gets spotted. ByuN, he will abandon the base. He knows he cannot defend it. And this is all that Ryung needs to do, is just deny the 3rd. Deny the 3rd base for as long as possible. Boost into the main. Up. The Cyclone, though. Massive pickup. Oh my god. Full medevac goes down. And Ryung backs off. Without that medevac, without those Marines, there's nothing to support this army. And ByuN expands. Oh, so a strong moment here for ByuN. Likewise, got 4 SCVs in the main. 2 down 4 SCVs. But honestly, Ryung should have been able to maintain this position a lot longer, and he failed to do so. He failed to maintain. ByuN now takes an SCV lead, now takes his 3rd base, and ByuN now takes a worker or an economic advantage over Ryung. Which again, shouldn't have happened, but has. And now he's catching up on his upgrades. Sure, Ryung, he has like a 1-1 timing here with these E-bays, but alas, he can't quite hit anything with it. Likewise, armory is delayed, so there's no 2-2. Not yet. And in those aspects, in those areas where Ryung was ahead, ByuN is catching up. He's closing that gap. And here comes the move out. Looking at the tab, looking at the unit tab here, the tank count is neck and neck. It is even. ByuN has more Marines. ByuN is yet to move out. We'll get supply blocked. 2-2 now begins for our blue Terran. 2-2 still on the way, so just now starting here for Ryung. Building up. Forced CC now being thrown down here. So instead of moving out, ByuN is just getting ready for a longer game state. Getting a 4th base, embracing his upgrades, going for some drop play, keeping his tanks back at home. And what was once a very intense back and forth, now we're slowing things down and having a more calm mid-game, getting into a more positional play. Which is where Ryung can excel. Like Ryung, he's known for his positional play, he's known for having some of the best in the world. We'll see if we can keep up. ByuN likewise known for being very heavy biocentric here in TvT. Going for his double drop. Double drop towards the left, double drop on the right. Gets spotted by the depot. Ryung, he responds. Oh! Double disable, but not in time. And ByuN gets away. Ideally, if he had disabled a little bit sooner, then we would have been able to deny the pickup, and Marines would have gone down. It was too late for Ryung. Well, meanwhile, Ryung actually trying to catch those drops. Uh-oh. Was looking, doesn't quite find them, though. Doesn't find the medevacs. He is still on the hunt for those drops. He gets his 4th. So does ByuN. ByuN getting his 5th on location and floating over towards his 4th base. And as our players expand and take their 4th bases, both armies are maxing out. So we're maxing out. We have double starport on the way here, or I should say triple starport on the way for Ryung. As soon the game is going to be determined by tank Viking, by air control, and air superiority. We're not there yet. The armies are maxed. 3-3 begins for Ryung. ByuN is a little bit late with his upgrades. Prioritizing his starports. Again, ByuN also getting ready here for the mass Viking. Army gets spotted. Ryung, he responds, but he's out of position, and ByuN, he stims in. He stims in right for the 3rd. There are a couple of tanks. First tank goes down. Vikings trying to keep up. Nice anti-armor missile here on the main army, and another tank's gonna fall. Again, Ryung, he was a little bit late to respond. We'll lose the CC. But we'll hold. He's holding the line. Liberated production has begun here for ByuN. Ryung does hit the CC. As tanks are within range of the mineral line, SCVs are going down. At the same time, he kills the command center. Not bad. ByuN kills the base. ByuN gets SCVs. Forcing friendly fire as well. Takes down the tank. Very nice control here by ByuN. By the blue Terran. As the armies face off, 3rd base is denied. Ryung could try to attempt to surround here, but pushing into 6 tanks not going to be easy. Sorry, 7 tanks even. Building more Vikings. Viking count is even. Oh my god. Once again, gets another tank. God damn. Yeah, Vikings are in position to deny the drop. Liberation has arrived. And again, this is why Vikings are so crucial here. But again, with that defensive advantage, with 2 more tanks going down, Ryung will hold, but at a cost. That was a brutal trade here for Ryung. Hoping to catch reinforcements. Hoping to, but not quite. There are tanks here in between the National and the main. Sorry, the National and the 3rd. Sims in. The Ravens! 1, 2, 3 Ravens go down. Brutal pickoffs. Yeah, not worth it for Ryung. Losing far too much. Comes in from behind, going for another CC. And he will get it. That's two bases. This double drop, this hit squad of Marines, they killed 2 CCs. That's crazy. 2 command centers. Mate, calm down. Meanwhile, ByuN Doom dropping into the main. Gets past. Will unload in time. 1 medic goes down. Nice disable. Is it going to be enough? That looks like Ryung, he will hold. Yeah, he will hold. He will clean this up. Yeah, ByuN overextends, throwing away 3 tanks. And with that, ByuN will lose control of this position. So Ryung can re-expand. And Ryung is still very much so in this, as he should be able to clean this up without too much issue. ByuN is stuck at home. It does force the on siege. Takes down 1, 2 tanks, for 2 Vikings. Getting, oh, not quite another tank. But Ryung, he defends, he's moving out across the map. Oh, only 1 tank in position. Yeah, ByuN is distracted by the drop. Yeah, massive distraction. Tank sieging up. ByuN out of position. Oof. Takes down the tank. And the Viking count is in favor here of ByuN. Yeah, ByuN, he wins in the sky. Does come out on top. 8 SCVs going down. Ryung still doing well for himself. Takes out another Viking. Barely wins this out as well. 1 Viking left. Down to 0. Tanks are pushing forward. They're within range. ByuN is in trouble. Shout out to that drop, by the way. They were cleaned up, but those are the same Marines that killed the CCs. And they did distract ByuN completely. And with that, Ryung, he kills the planetary. Planetary goes down. ByuN is up against the wall, going for a counterattack, and Ryung, he backs off. Mature decision. He doesn't keep pushing. Again, pushing into these siege lines is not easy, even with the supply lead. Ryung, he's rotating. He does have reinforcements at home. Oh, the Ravens! Calm down! As Ryung, he does move in. Catching out the tanks. Back at home, Ryung, he defends. Takes down the tank line, at least half of it. Oof. Tank shots are brutal. ByuN racing back home. Does race back. As Ryung does pull away. Did lead out a lot of tanks here. Ryung falling behind in the tank counts, but he's ahead in Ravens. Ryung could try to disable the Liberators here and break through the siege line. It is possible. But now within range of the tank, and here come the disables! He stims in, he commits. Stims on forward, where's the Bio Army? ByuN's out of position. ByuN, he's here out of position. He responds too late. Tank line goes down, planetary falls. And Ryung, he's all over him. Takes down the base, the mineral line, the tanks as well. Again, there's a reason why Clem doesn't play TvT anymore. It's because of this man. It's because of Ryung. Aye. It's your fault. It's all your fault. Oh no. It's the reason why Clem went to the dark side. Went to Protoss. ByuN's still in this though. I mean, he is still barely on a 4-base economy. Double expanding, going across the map. Not bad. Shelling away here at the SCVs. Gets 4 SCV kills. Oof. Yeah, brutal anti-armor missile though. Missile goes up. Ryung moving in. Takes care of another siege line. Gaining more ground. But across the map, ByuN, he's actually denying the base. He's denying the CC. That's going on both ends. Ryung does deal some decent economic damage. ByuN, he turns back around. And he can try to collapse on this. Ryung, he wants the CC. He gets it. Takes down the 3rd. But here come the reinforcements. Here come the Bio. Yeah, brutal splash damage. And the friendly fire. Like at this point, Ryung, he's killing more of his own tanks than ByuN is. Aye. Ryung, he's killing ByuN and killing himself. So calm down. Ryung, not all Terrans are the same. Not okay. Oh no. They chase down ByuN. ByuN plummets in supply. Trying to make a stand. So has the high ground. True. What does that matter though? The Ravens, they disable. Tanks are getting within range. Massive volleys going up. And ByuN just cannot expand. He cannot maintain an economy. The third base went down. The fourth. The center expansion. This is the last mining base here. The planetary. Oh. Ryung overextends. Does overextend. Bleeds out Vikings. And the base trade, the counterattack is the best move. The best move here for ByuN. As Ryung is maxed out. ByuN down 30 supply. Sorry, 70 supply is what I meant to say. Down to 130. Planetary goes down. The last mining base. It's all that he has left. A loss. A GG gets called. Ryung will take game number 1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Ryung will take a lead in the series, and again, there's a reason why Ryung is favored here. There's a reason why Ryung is known for being a TvT sniper, and there's a reason why Clem plays Protoss. Like this, like it all comes into play here, and with that, GG, Ryung takes the lead. But despite him being a TvT specialist, despite him being the favorite player, ByuN can fight back, and I want to believe can force the ace match, and I want to believe can even take the series as well. It was very close. It was very back and forth. Despite Ryung taking the win towards the end, we had some strong moments for ByuN as well. We had some strong moments for our blue Terran player, where he was able to get his third base up and running, where he was able to catch up economically. I was very impressed with ByuN catching up economically, able to counterattack and deny the third base as well. There was some strong moments for ByuN. We'll see if we can bring it back. We'll see if we can bring it back here coming into game number 2. Let's go. Let us go. Yo, my hair is reality today. Let's go. It's always reality. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have our South Korean Terran player, the blue Terran, down in the series. We'll see if we can force the ace match representing Shopify Rebellion. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the other South Korean Terran player, the red Terran representing Team Vitality, the TvT specialist. It is Ryung. We go. Whew. As we settle into Ultra Love. And we'll see how we do vary things up. Now, as a reminder, winding it back a little bit here. Yes, have you been listening to the intros? South Korean Terran for Team Vitality, Ryung. See, what you're saying is I need to do more Yaku intros. I need to, like, extend the intro even further. True. I need to from Busan? Let's go. From the land of Busan, South Korea. I believe on next to Gangnam. We'll find him on Google Maps for you. We'll find him on Google Maps. We'll find him. I got you. Ah, no. Not the Yaku intros. Not like this. Now something. What I was getting at is that initially, of course, if you remember, ByuN did open up 2 proxy 2-racks Reaper. Alas, this time going for an economic opener. Single gas geyser into a racks expand. Likewise, so does Ryung. They both mirror each other, going for more economic starts. Let's go. Do you have more economic starts here? As we settle in. Reply VIP, visit Korea someday. Ah, the dream. I said this before, I always wanted to visit Korea for Pro League. Like, I was a big fan of Pro League back in the day, would watch it every single week, every single day that it was on. Big fan of Pro League, and I would have loved to have been there for a Pro League finals, but, you know, that has since come and gone. Maybe one day. Maybe. Meet up with everyone. I'm gonna go to Korea just so I can buy a can of dongwon, and I can and I can eat some dongwon with Ryung. the dream. For now, though, 1-1-1. We have our 1-1-1 opener here out of ByuN, setting up for his natural. Likewise, a mirrored build here out of Ryung as well. So far, so good. Mirrored builds, no major deviation for the time being. We'll keep an eye on our players. Keep an eye on our players. Also, I did see Jay in the chat as well. Watching on YouTube, and I have Twitch in the background on my phone, so I can chat here as well. Perfect. Ah, that's how you do it. Double the views. Double the numbers. Let's go. But thank you, Jay. Thank you. I see the YouTube chat as well. I do see. Of course. For now, our players are settling in. This time, much more economic starts, which means much more passive mid or early game, I should say. So no major fireworks yet. There we go. Third CC, very fast third CC out of ByuN. So 1-1-1 into a third, very greedy, very economic. We'll see if ByuN gets away with it. We'll see how Ryung responds and when he scouts. We see Ryung once again going to be opening up with the Intervention Matrix. Likewise, so is ByuN. Both players building up their Raven count. And we'll see if ByuN can get away with his greed. We shall see. Similarly to the previous game, it's one of those things where even if the CC finishes, it's all about whether or not he can land on location, because the opposing player can gain map control and can deny the expansion. Speaking of, third base now on the way. This is a later third for Ryung, but not by too much. It's still a pretty fast third base from Ryung, so both players, for the most part, being economic. Both players are being economic. We have Stim on the way here from ByuN, getting into his own biotank composition. Meanwhile, from the side of Ryung, he has yet to really invest here. Now, Ryung, he has played mech in the past. True, he has meched it up, and he is one of the few that will embrace it. Players like Ryung, players like Gumiho as well. I mean, they work with it quite well. Not saying we're getting there here. Oh, there it is! Second factory. Aye, Papi. We know, Papi. We can feel the mech. Like, there was a disturbance in the force. And I need to bring it up, Papi. There we go. The factory's on the way. So we are going to be making it up here. And again, Ryung, he is pretty well versed in this. It is a bit of a slower style. True, it is a slower style, but it can work very well here on Ultra Love. I'm getting flashbacks. If you were here on the channel when we casted Home Story Cup, we were the B stream for Home Story Cup, and we casted Maru versus Ryung at Home Story Cup in December on Ultra Love. Was crazy. It was insane. Ryung, he actually got ahead. He actually was ahead. He was actually beating Maru, and Maru, he slowed the game down to a crawl. We split this map in half. I bring it up because it was on Ultra Love. This map was completely cut in half the base for Ryung, the other half for Maru. Siege lines, tank lines. It was like a 45-minute game. We could be there again. Until then, though, Ryung is pushing. Until then, Ryung, he is pushing. He is moving out, and we'll see if he can break through. He's got 3 Ravens. There's 3 Ravens here. He can try to disable and try to bust through that third. Scans at a time. Moving in. Tanks through siege. There's the first disable. There's the second. Disables both tanks. Where the Ravens here are ByuN. ByuN, he was out of position. He's not at home. And he will lose the tanks. Tanks are going down. Marines as well. Massive pickup here. Can he get the CC? No shot. As ByuN out of position, the CC is under fire, taking a lot of hits, down to half HP. Ravens are coming in from behind. The base is on fire. Tanks moving in towards the natural, and just everything's falling apart here for ByuN. Not like this. Losing even the Ravens. Throws down the auto towers. The tanks, they hold their own. Auto towers go down. And ByuN is trying to break out. Trying to. And it looks like he barely will get the tank. Just barely. Tank does fall. And ByuN survives. Whew. ByuN does survive. I do think that Ryung could have landed these Vikings. If he had landed the Vikings, I feel like he maintains his position. He still has more tanks coming in, though. And more tanks are moving forward. And Ryung, he's not done. It's not done. Not yet. The Vikings are going for the CC. From here, they could even land. Again, ByuN is still up against the wall, down in economy, down in mining. Fully saturated third base here for Ryung. He rotates. and all he wants is the third. Again, Ryung, he doesn't have to break the main. He does not have to break the natural. Doesn't need to. ByuN catching reinforcements. He will get a tank. Not bad. Free tank goes down. Massive pickup. Oh no, but there's too many Vikings. Too many Vikings! The CC! I'm not sure he can save it. Not this time. Tank volley's going up. 3 more volleys. Can he break through? He can. The CC, it's going to go down. Ay, ay, ay. And I was hoping for the ace match. I was hoping for a game 3. I don't think it's going to happen. Not with a dead third. Shouts at ByuN. He gets across the map. Gets 13 SCVs. Not bad. 13. That's a Jesus. 13 and 2 tanks. 13 SCVs. 2 tanks go down. Mate, these 2 hero marauders. They're crazy. ByuN's crazy. Gets behind the mineral line. Gets even more SCVs. 16 SCV kills, and ByuN, he rallies everything across the map. But Ryung is out of position. He misses the move out. And ByuN, can he fight back here? Takes down another tank. Boys are being pulled. A tank does siege. And Ryung is falling apart. Completely falling apart here. This army's doing nothing. Dead supply. He's now trying to force his way in. He now sees an opening. But ByuN is making a game out of this. And now he's coming back for us around. Ooh, but that's still a massive army though. Like, Ryung still has a terrifying army. As he will break through that tank. Cleans up the marauders. GG gets called. That's all that ByuN had left. And Ryung, he will overwhelm and he will take the series 2-0. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Ryung, he will take the series. Very, very impressive performance here by Ryung. We'll take the 2-0. Again, I was hoping for an ace match. I was hoping for a back and forth. We have seen ByuN take it to Ryung before, but again, Ryung, he is that TvT specialist. I mean, there's really not a player out there that doesn't fall to Ryung. There's a reason why he was dubbed the Clem Crusher back in WTL, as he was the only one that could stop Clem for Team Vitality. For those that don't remember, Team Vitality consisted of Solar, Maru, and Ryung, and time again, Team Vitality, they did not rely on Maru, they relied on Ryung to bring down Clem. And again, he's one of the reasons why Clem, he just abandoned TvT. He's like, he just, screw this, I'm done. I don't want to know Tuna anymore. Not anymore. The Protoss instead. GG, well played. Congratulations here, Ryung. He will take the series, and with that, we have our lower semifinals ready for us. So we go from one mirror matchup to the other. We're hopping on over here to the NA server. We're hopping on over here to the Americas. Up next, we have a PvP between Skilless and Creator. Let's go. Let us go.